Alright, let's go.
So last session on Monster of the Week,
Last time on Monster of the Week.
Dun dun dun!
we kicked the mayor's ass. The former mayor's ass.
But
We did
we didn't kill him.
We didn't kill him.
We
just
did not kill him.
we only ripped his chest open a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Just yanked out a piece of Dorian's soul. Just ever so
Yeah,
slightly.
I forgot that the soul was a physical thing, so I thought I wouldn't tear open this chest, but I did.
Yeah, I thought he wouldn't tear out the chest either.
But you were also nice enough to sew him back up, so it's fine.
Yep. That's true.
We used
It's
embroidery
like
thread,
going
but
to
yes.
getting an MRI with a bullet in your chest.
Ooh.
Or with prison pants.
Anyway.
Well, lead isn't magnetic, so.
Well, anyway. So we did fight the mayor because the mayor was the one that was holding. I'm gonna say holding, just because I don't know the. Holding the piece of Dorian's soul. We found this out via or we had a clue via that it might be
Vivi.
going on via Vivi, obviously our favorite fluorescent pink woman.
When she got
That the mayor has been sick recently with something that nobody really knew. That being said, once we started asking questions on it, and it was pretty clear that he either didn't want to talk or he really didn't know anything. We later found out that he just didn't want to talk. After that, Vivi took him aside to give some statements down about what happened in the Platinum Quarter, only to just piss him off. And
Went
resulted.
berserk.
Yeah, he went berserk, slamming Vivi into the wall, which resulted in Katja going for last fucking Hadouken. Yeah.
And we did arrest him, though I suggested, because it turns out he didn't remember doing that at all. He had a lapse in memory. So I suggested arresting him instead of just ending him there.
So we did. Well, actually, James did. We weren't really the ones who, said that, yeah. No, that was Yukuma. Yukuma also stripped him of his mayoral title, so he's not mayor anymore. So that's a fiasco we gotta figure out. And put Murphy into the care of Slicer. Here.
who kicked him in the ass multiple times, and it was awesome.
Yep. So, yeah, I gave him over to Slicer. Slicer was going to watch him until we could take care of him properly, but then he got away, also known as he, fucking hulked out and shit, and then he just bolted.
Just before he got away, we recognized that, well, Tommy, of all people, recognized that, oh shit, that guy got a shard.
Yeah.
Called it.
But that's not mucus, that's blood. And it's gold.
Goose and things.
There was some stuff which is kind of, well, I mean, it's hard to believe it's happened this session. You guys did have personal scenes, all of you.
Heartbreaking ones.
Yeah, heartbreaking ones. Jasper had one regarding.
His grandmother.
Yep. Let's see. Including the ashes being taken. Because guess what? The Archmagi took them even though they weren't cursed. So that's fine.
And lied again.
Liar.
Again.
I'm guessing he didn't want any of the ashes' knowledge to go into the iron.
Because it
Perhaps.
would call him out.
But so Brigis's ashes are fine. Kasha had a conversation with Charles about their own future as what they are as chosens, and you guys kind of learned that Kasha's a little scared. She doesn't want to fall, but she knows she has to, and she doesn't want to do it again. And Charles proposed his own theory, and Katja's kind of Katja just kind of threw that to the wind because it's not really her main goal right now.
Yep.
James.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Was this the session that we called out Alexios and all of his bullshit?
Yeah, that was that.
Oh yeah. Jasper
watched
fucking
Jasper.
burned Alexios.
Yeah,
Tear
Jasper
him a new one.
Yeah, Jasper basically wrote Alexios a new one, calling him fucking a coward because he was.
He was.
This happened, it happened because he didn't want to man fuck up.
To be fair, like, we
Yeah.
deal with some very, very scary shit.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
for
but-
everybody. Not everyone has, like, what it is needed to take care of that.
We're not
Doesn't have the
telling. We weren't telling him. We weren't telling him to do what we do. We were just telling him to take a piece of Dorian, so that way we didn't have people that were reaching the limit already.
Yeah, which is now currently Trixie after Tommy did it, and
Speaking of Trixie,
oh wait,
Trixie's now possessed by Dorian.
it's awkward.
Speaking of possessed by Dorian, Tommy was briefly as well.
Lily
Yes,
felt
twice
its
now.
disturbance into force and is like, I think I'm gonna kick Tommy's ass when I get back.
I feel a disturbance in the dumbass.
Oh, this is something important for James. In James's scene where that Laura, with Laura, where it was basically that she was found out as a ghost, and while her boyfriend was chill with it because they hadn't been dating for a long enough period of time, she had to be erased from his memory. And after dealing with that, with Holloway weirdly enough being more there than usual, so another step along that path, James has mentally decided, he has not told the others about this, but mentally decided that he would that while he's not leaving now or anything, but RMM is in either serious need of reform or they need to make their own thing. He's not sure that RMM, as it is now, can truly help people.
Yeah. There was a lot of dark shit that happened because each of you had some pretty intense scenes, but there was one small positive. You met a pug bunny named Charles.
One of Maeve's chimeras.
Yes.
because we were all very, very depressed. We were well, actually, this is Jasper's pet. Let's be honest. Jasper was given Charles. Charles is a pug bunny, and he is the best thing to ever happen to all of us. Offended your noises.
Okay. So,
I was about to say second best thing for Tommy because kids. And Katja because
Chopped
Quinn.
liver.
We understand you have crotch goblins, Tommy.
Okay. I do believe that's everything. So we can probably just get started with my trademark introduction.
Mhm.
Lights. The ever-familiar flashing red and blue lights that have become synonymous in your mind with an occupation that may or may not have become a prison within its own. Around Duncan Murphy's home, RMM employees began cleaning up the mess. Witches uprooting rocks and trees implanted in a desecrated mansion, praetors wandering to the nearest houses and paying the residents a memorable visit. And the enforcers, 3 men, 1 woman, waiting for the all clear so that they may leave. You sit in the back of the Mystery Machine, back doors open, an unconscious yet breathing Tommy resting, you hope, yet doubt, peacefully. And in the corner of the van, far away from prying lights and eyes, you notice a lithe fairy woman you know too well, hands folded in the corner, staring with unnatural eyes at Tommy, only just able to keep their hands still. Trixie, the kind woman who always puts others first, at a loss for such compassion, a strange possession in her eyes melting them into something alien and unfamiliar. Not Trixie, is waiting for a moment in which they can speak, knowing the voice which exits their throat would only be wrong. The 3 of you that are conscious are waiting for the signal your presence is no longer needed. Waiting at the back of the Mystery Machine, what do you do?
Fuck.
I could probably be doing a mind read conversation with everybody.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Let's start a group call, everybody.
We're going on to Jasper Vision.
Yep, you hear ring, 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 ring.
Yep.
How do you have your own ringtone for your own mind?
Oh my goodness. You have an exact ringtone in my mind. Like, James actually is like, hold on a second, opens up his hand like this. Hello?
Okay, sure.
Way to look not crazy, James.
This is James. Do you really think anybody's going to be skeptical?
I have given myself the reputation that this is entirely normal for me.
But anyway. Fuck. That's all I really can say about that.
Read.
Anybody else a little concerned with the weird Victoria in this corner?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Get
Ah!
out of my call!
Oh wait, are you doing this to exclude Trixie? I apologize.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Okay,
I can
so
hear you.
I guess we got
Something weird.
Dixie here.
Nice.
Well, Dorian,
Yes.
Trixie, Dixie.
Look, Mr. Morningdale, it is a little unsettling when I find out that my girlfriend has been possessed
My aunt.
by you.
Believe me, it's not something I enjoy either.
Oh yeah, I already know that you freaking hate that.
Yes,
Ew.
I'm currently enjoying this stay at a. And he just, not Trixie, just stops and looks at their hands and then
Dixie.
just. Yeah. I'm not gonna say Dixie, I'm gonna say not Trixie. Just kind of curls up on themselves and doesn't say anything.
Look, I know you're just as uncomfortable as we are.
I
I
don't
can
think he is. I think we're more uncomfortable.
Well, I agree to disagree. We
I
can get
mean,
we can get you to Holloway as soon as we can, but unfortunately we're stuck here until further notice.
mm-hmm. By the way, I don't know if you know this. Well, of course you don't know this. Holloway's slowly becoming less of a shard.
Oh yeah, how about that?
We've been working on it. We've made progress, actually.
Not Trixie looks up. Holloway? He's
Yeah.
here.
He's at the Grey
Yes.
Lady.
We pulled him out of all of this shit.
He blinks. You took him away. Why?
He didn't deserve to be left behind.
Not Trixie seems very puzzled by this, but then shakes their head. You're right. I will want to see them.
Well, you were asking me to bring them to you when you were in that one. So I'm going to listen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to listen. Also, speaking of the mansion,
Yeah, it's kind of not there anymore.
yeah, you
What
don't.
happened to my mansion exactly?
Archmagi forced us to burn it down.
Yeah,
He burned it?
to the
We
ground.
saved as much as we could.
We recovered.
So,
We recovered the painting in their office, Holloway, and
the flute.
I was gonna say you see Katja immediately go over to Tommy's jacket and start looking for the flute.
As you approach Tommy, you see that he's curled up in such a way that his arm is covering his stomach right over his scar. And as you approach him, he almost reflexively twitches, but as you take to look closer, it seems that that was unconscious, just a feigning of, well, yeah, consciousness. It's a feigning.
It's dreaming. It's
Yeah.
like a dog kicking in their sleep.
Is there any way I can pull out that flute?
Yeah, you can take the flute. Let me check. Let's see. Sorry. I need to turn off my hear myself. You move, Tommy, and you're able to get the flute. And surprisingly, he moves back to his previous position, to covering the scar on his stomach.
Yeah, this was one of the things we were able to see. That photo, Holloway, and I don't know if there's anything else.
It's flute, Montgomery, MotW, MotW.
Yes, all of the random people famous, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just to clarify what's going on here, you're talking via magical mind call, or are you actually talking? Because I just need to know for the sake of imagining the scene here.
This is all in the mind.
This is in the mind. This is in the mind zoom. Mind zoom.
We're all just like T-posing, like in the IRL, just
I'm in the mind zoom call. Tommy's still reconnecting.
Tommy's still
like we're all surrounding Tommy, just T-posing in a circle.
God damn it. All right. This makes like imagining the scene really fucking weird. Okay. All right. So are you going up to Not Trixie and showing her that?
Yeah.
You'll just see Kasha just kind of turn, hold the flute up, and stick it in her coat pocket. Tommy is so close to the wall. Mind zoom.
Mind zoom.
Mine's fucking swear to God, fucking mind zoom.
Tommy,
Get out of the mind zoom. But he has a gun.
but his unconscious body is clutching onto a pistol. Anyway, as you walk over to Not Trixie, you see their eyes glaze over for a moment, and I want to stress here that Not Trixie doesn't look whole. And obviously you can tell that she's possessed by Dorian, but Dorian isn't like himself. Not Dorian is shaking, and he's hesitating when he speaks, and it's
What
a
does
little
Not Dorian look like in the Zoom call?
Okay, fuck, this command and the scene are completely fucking over.
His video is just reconnecting. Like, it's just constantly reloading. It's not doing anything.
Okay, yeah, it's just constantly reloading. Okay, yeah, sure, Trixie and Dorian are holding hands. Fuck. Like,
They don't want to be, but they're like stuck in a Chinese finger trap, and
Okay. For the purpose of this, I'm gonna imagine there's a mental room you are occupying.
that's what I was imagining the whole time.
Okay, I wasn't. I was legitimately thinking a Zoom call. Okay.
I was imagining like a mental room. There's probably some like nice kind of pinkish lighting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All the fucking warm colors up in this bitch.
Anyway, continue.
Unless, I mean, it's your room, Jasper.
I mean,
Jazz,
I
what's it
thought
look
we were
like?
just in the ambulance or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
Ice cream machine.
yeah, and Jasper's just letting this conversation happen via brain powers.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're actually in the van then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sitting next to Tommy.
Okay. What I was saying, Not Trixie doesn't seem sane or whole, and it seems like they're having a hard time even grasping what you're saying. But as they look at the flute, they lost her. And Trixie, this is very unnerving because it's physically outwardly Trixie, actually curls up in on themselves.
Ah, great. We got two comatose. Or
Hey,
catatonic.
Jasper.
Yes.
Didn't Evangeline do the same thing? Just like that weird, like, repeaty thingy?
Right.
Doesn't that mean that this person doesn't really remember it? Or remembers too much of it for it to be natural?
Some sort of safety measure Tice took on people.
Oh.
For that, prevent them from revealing too much information is my guess.
Melted. Well,
Huh.
well, Lillian gets big. You should probably use that rock potentially. Well,
Yeah.
actually that might be a bad idea.
It might make things a lot worse, or might make things a lot better. We don't know.
As
It might also bring back the fact that we have Mr. No-Eyed Fuckface in our fucking building being a little dick.
Oh shit! You're gonna have to hide from that
Actually,
bastard.
actually, no. This not Trixie. It's just gonna have to shut up.
Yeah.
On
not
this.
not Trixie still mumbling as you say this.
Okay. We'll have to teach not Trixie how to shut up.
As all of you are sitting in this van with now two people that are questionably conscious and are sane,
In the fetal position.
in the field position, you hear people. Like there's like a lot of bustling going around. So even if you were having a conversation, people probably wouldn't be paying attention to you. You hear an officer scream, "Stop! You can't!" And
Wait.
you look out, and you see. Let's see. What the fuck was his name? Joe. You see Joe, kind of chasing
Don't
after two.
touch my son.
You see Joe chasing after two individuals that are rushing towards the ambulance, which is currently lifting up the mayor and dealing with the mayor. And these two individuals, as you see that Joe's trying to stop, seems to be a teenager in a Letterman jacket.
Daniel.
And yeah, and another boy with glasses about his age. You can't really place. Actually, Jasper, you do recognize this kid, but let's see, you recognize him as Oliver Till, actually. And he seems to be running aside Daniel towards Duncan Murphy. And as they're running toward him, you say, Joe, stop and look at you guys. Wait, you gotta stop and they can't be here!
All right. Hold on a sec.
That's his
Get
dad,
up.
Joe.
It is his dad.
His dad, but this is a crime scene. We can't. Are you guys stopping?
I'll
this?
keep an eye on him. All right. I'll make sure he doesn't mess with any evidence. Okay.
All right, but what about the other kid?
I'll make sure he doesn't either. I don't know the full story. I don't know this
No.
kid's whole family line. It could be a cousin, anything.
Don't let the kid have more support. Look at his dad right now.
All of you take a look at Duncan Murphy, who thanks to the first aid. Thanks to the first aid.
I remember they decided to back my door.
But I meant to be. Oh, sorry.
Pointing out to the mayor, thanks to Jasper's DIY surgery, he is a little bit better. The paramedics finished up what Jasper didn't, and they're now getting ready to put him into the ambulance and be taken away. He is not looking good at all.
Listen, Joe. See or not, I'll let him see him, but I'll make sure nothing bad happens. Just, it's his son. And the mayor might be an asshole, but he does have people that care about him. I'll go take a look, make sure nothing crazy happens, but...
Right, just make sure that this is alright, okay?
Alright.
We don't want another incident on top of everything else.
I know, trust me.
What are the other two of you doing? Did you go?
Does James look like he has it pretty much under control? Because I don't want Tasha to like roll in there if James has it. Because no point.
Well, you convinced Joe not to go after Oliver Till and Daniel.
Kid's name now, thank you for remembering.
You've convinced Joe to allow them. James has convinced Joe to allow them to be there. However, you don't know what the interaction is going to be like. So, I just want to know because there'll be some things happening, but I want to know if you're going to be interacting with that.
Tasha will watch from a distance, and if she feels the need, she will step in.
Okay. All right. You see Daniel run over to his dad and say, "Dad, Dad, Dad," and he sounds a lot like Joe. Just for reference. And James, you walk over just as Duncan is kind of coming to and seeing his son, and Daniel, what are you? What the hell happened? I don't. I just saw you running, and I just saw you doing that, and I don't really know what happened, son.
Daniel?
He looks up. He's holding his father's hand.
Your dad's been through a shit ton right now. So he might not remember all that happened. It's I'm surprised he's up already. Granted, he's pretty tough.
He's my damn son, of course I'm up enough. And you see Duncan just grasp, like holding with intent on his son's hand, and just looking up into his eyes. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But
Just
after what you did, is he going to prison?
well, he isn't the mayor anymore, I'll tell you that much.
That might be the worst that happens to him.
Yeah.
But I cannot confirm nor deny anything. I apologize.
As you approach, he just kind of looks up. Wait, you're not the mayor. Dad, what did you do? You know me, something stupid, right? Dad, you're gonna leave me alone? You can't take care of me when you're in prison. I know, but that's the point here. And then he kind of stops because Duncan stops because he's noticing all of you around him. And then he notices not only Koch and James, but the boy, Oliver, a skinny little nerd, if you're curious. And then he kind of squints. The mayor's not all there, but he says, "Wait, who's this?" And immediately you see Daniel stiffen. This is Oliver. He helped drive me here. He helped drive you, but I just got you a car. Is it wrong? No, it's nothing's wrong with it, Dad. I just wanted, someone to help me here. And then you see Oliver getting a little bit defensive and just kind of getting a little bit closer to Daniel. And then Duncan says, he's very, very confused and in a haze here.
Oh no, I know what's going on, shit!
I knew it. James is looking like... James looks at Daniel completely knowingly.
I figured it out as soon as you mentioned those two came together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. James looks at Daniel knowing entirely what's going on.
Yeah, Daniel looks pretty scared right now. And then, Duncan is out of it, so he says, "Wait, isn't that the friend you gave a ride to homecoming?" And then you see you see Oliver look to Daniel. Are you really gonna keep this a secret when he's gonna go to jail for however long? You're scared of him now? Still? Now isn't the time for this. When then? When he's in prison? What are you two talking about?
Oh no!
I know exactly what's going on,
Yes,
Danny.
your conscience is visibly evaporated. Oh.
Well, Danny, it's better now than when after you die.
Or, well, at the very least of it, you have more people around that can take care of whatever happens.
Mm-hmm.
He can't hurt you. He never hurt me. He's never done... I mean, I know he's done a lot of wrong things, but he loves me. What are you talking about, Daniel? I mean, of course I love you, but what's going on? And then you see Daniel just kind of look at everyone. Dad, this is my dad. I'm his boyfriend.
Called it.
Called it.
And then you just see Duncan, who's very hazy from this, just stop and stare. He doesn't say anything; he just stares. Are you mad? He's just he does not know. He does not know what to
This
say to
is-
this.
I really don't think your father has the opportunity to be mad right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Because currently got stepped down like a dog. If you haven't noticed.
Look, let's leave before he
Yeah.
says something homophobic, like he always does.
What? Shit.
Maybe this will be a growth point for him.
I
You
think
never know.
prison will also be a growth point.
All right, fine. I guess if he's not gonna say anything, and but then as Dana begins to walk away, you see Duncan take out a hand and just grab his wrist. Not dangerously, not angrily, but just
Like this, gentle.
Like a dunk girl.
wait. And he's like really. You can see all the inner conflict on his face right now.
He's like, I don't know how to process this right now.
I don't know how to process my son being gay.
Stay safe. All right. And then you just see Daniel just stop and stare at his dad. I love you, Daniel. And there's a silent conversation between the two of them before he lets go, and you hear the EMTs.
All right, we're gonna have to take him to Rosewood. Would you mind?
And yeah. And without further ado, they take Duncan and they put Duncan in the ambulance, and then they go away. They drive off with him.
Katja will put a hand on Daniel's shoulder. Come on. We should probably get a hold of your mom, right? You need someplace to stay. Yeah, you need someplace to stay. Come on.
Yeah.
Good news, though.
Yeah.
I think this is a growing point for your father.
Thank God.
He took it a lot better than I was expecting.
Maybe. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Maybe. Yeah. Thanks. I'll be all right.
You
And
stay safe out there, okay?
I will.
I'll
You're
tell
a
you,
good kid.
it's really not hard to get a hold of me if you need me.
Thanks.
I got an office building you can use if you need it.
And
I think I'll be getting a hold of his mother.
he nods. And then as this is going on, you see Maria step in. All right, let's get all non-essential personnel off of here. You got your little reunion. Now you might want to head over to the hospital. That might be a better place if you really want to see your dad. Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys. And
Of course.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Daniel
Guy-
gives a little.
Guys, he thanked us for putting his dad in an ambulance.
Mark.
I hope not Dory or not Trixie heard that, because that is gold right there.
I am Patrick, not
You-
Star.
You hear unconscious Tommy start laughing just a little bit. Just a little bit. At
Oh
that.
crap, he's waking up.
Jasper, your uncle's gonna kill me if you heard that you said that. I mean, hindsight, but still.
Yeah, real funny guys. You guys are real bunch of pranksters. Now,
So, pranksters were a bunch of assholes.
I mean,
Yep.
same thing. I'm not gonna argue with you on that one. I've had to do so much paperwork with the US. Anyway, you guys can leave. Let me just give you a few updates first.
Alright.
Slice thankfully caused a distraction, so the attention away from the mayor with minimal memory wipes, considering we had a full-blooded troll downtown. So, wondering how he did that.
We appreciate
Yes.
our favorite asshole.
Well, I mean, and appreciate the fact that he's a known mass murderer, and that's a little, those are headlines that the Mondays can put in, the newspapers, so.
Yep.
Alright.
No sign of the Archmagi.
Oh no,
Don't
we
worry,
thought him
we
so
call
much
him-
worse.
We call him so much worse in our heads.
Yeah. No sign of him. He had an appointment with, Mr. Katsumi, so we won't have to worry about that. Something about refuge. Otherwise, were there any, injuries on your end? Might want to get that checked out through lawyers.
Oh, I mean, I got
we
the
have,
car beat out of me.
we also have Elias is going to want to see this before we try and explain. There's a lot of things that are going on.
Yeah, and somebody might want to get a hold of Lily somehow, but I
Oh.
think she's busy.
See what? I know a bit of first aid. I can check on him if you'd like.
Oh, no. This is something completely different.
This is gonna need fourth aid.
A fourth. God,
Going to need Elias and maybe even Alana.
all right. I'll shoot him a text. Last time I checked, he was at RMM, so you can just head over there with Trixie. And then she sees her curled up. All right. Yep, that's out of my pay grade. You go right ahead.
Yep.
Pats you on the back.
That's out of my pay grade. I fucking love Rick. That is a word.
Hey,
That's
you
my
heard her
bad
say
deck.
was.
That's out of my pay grade. You guys have fun with whatever the hell you're doing. I got a mess to clean up here.
All right. Good luck.
It's on.
I'll need it.
Mhm.
And Maria Stephanie walks away.
Okay.
You're
Well.
free to go now.
Trip to see our favorite doctor. Well, one of our
Yep.
favorite doctors.
We also have to go to the Grey Lady as for
Well,
that, but
well,
Elias
we should get
Elias is more important right now.
Elias needs to see both of them before we go to the Grey Lady, just so we know that not Trixie or Rin. Morning, fuck, I don't really care.
Dixie.
Dixie.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm gonna call him Dorian fuck for like the rest of my life now.
I'm gonna call them Dixie for now.
Okay, Dixie, got it.
But anyway, we should have them both Tommy and Dixie get checked out by Elias before we do anything. One,
Okay.
because you can't do anything with Tommy besides ragdoll his body around.
I'll take
I'm
care
pretty
of
sure
Tommy.
Michaela would like to speak at some point.
Yeah.
At some point.
We're going on a trip to
Get some fucking shit. Alright.
To fix our fucking shit. To fix our fucking shit.
Ah!
Alright, so
God damn it, I gotta
the three of you enter the van.
Mhm.
It closes behind you, and there is a comatose man and a mumbling Trixie. It is
I
awkward.
buckle Tommy up
Mhm.
in the seatbelt.
Okay. Who's driving?
Who is driving?
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
They'll be right back.
Oh,
I recently got a driver's license. I could drive.
okay. As you get in the van, you notice two things. One, there's a little bit of traffic because there was a troll. And
Mhm.
two, Dixie, not Trixie, stops mumbling.
Dixie Kong.
Yeah, Dixie, stops mumbling and just holds their head in their hands. How long have I been like this?
Shattered or in Trixie's body?
Shattered?
3
it's been a-
days, 4.
3 days? 4 days?
Yeah, it's the 17th, so yeah, about 3 days, yeah.
About 3 days.
You see, not Trixie, just hold the head in her hand and take off the glasses. Oh, God. And if you want to ask a question, they seem a little bit more awake than they were.
So, how about them sports?
What?
Just checking with you. Wondering how awake you were. So, how much do you actually remember?
It's... I don't know. And they just pause and put their head in their hands. It's hard to think. It's hard to think like this.
Why did you attack the Archmagi at the soiree?
You see, not Trixie, blink and look up at Jasper, which is really weird because this is your aunt.
Mhm.
Dixie Kong.
He wronged. He wronged me and the world. Wronged everything he touches with his obsession for a world that is not our own and can only be worse.
We're slowly beginning to realize that now, and by slowly I mean all of us think he's an asshat.
Yeah. I thought he was one the moment he started putting hands on my dad. Like,
I mean, yeah.
on God.
So much worse than that. He lied. He takes away people we care about. He took away people I care about. Holloway.
Holloway's okay.
Still here. At the Grand Lady. We'll get it checked out. You're alright.
He knows.
Holloway knows? Hold on.
Yeah. Not
Holloway
Trixie.
knows what?
Not Trixie shuts their eyes, shakes their head. We need to see him. We need to see him.
But you
Holloway
medically
from
checked
you.
out. Then we'll go to Holloway, okay?
Not Trixie nods.
The Archmagi. Did he take a piece of Holloway away from you? Seems to be the only thing you've ever cared about.
Worse.
Oh god. He turned Holloway into a shard, didn't he?
He just continues to repeat worse.
How long were you working for Tice?
He opens his eyes. Too long. I moved. I was here in this city, and he wanted to know. He pauses again. 2 years. 2 years. Wait, actually, I need to retcon that a little bit. Yeah, probably about 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. Mistake.
Yeah.
No.
We can guess it was a mistake.
Yep. Alright.
Get me out. I don't want this.
No,
I don't want this. I can't give her back control. I want her to have control. I don't want.
We're trying. Just... You've got to be patient. You've got to stay focused.
We've been working on putting you back together again. But
We're only missing one. As far as we know.
so looks
Together.
like Humpty Dumpty can be put back together.
Together. And you see Not Trixie look over to Tommy, and you notice that Tommy's unconscious body is actually reaching towards Not Trixie. Together.
No.
No.
You're not trying to do any of the
much.
weird. Not trying to do the weird fusey shit.
That'd
right
be
now.
too much. That'd probably be too much for both of your bodies.
It'd kill all of us.
Yeah, so don't do it.
Unfortunately, I don't feel like dying right now.
Don't
Listen, I already did it once, and that's enough.
let touch him.
Okay, I sit in between the two of them.
Okay.
Got it.
This is gonna be weird as shit to explain to her sister.
Jasper will smack Tommy's hand. No. Bad boy. Bad.
Bad job.
Can sleeping Tommy slap back?
Roll. 2d6.
2d6 plus top.
Yeah, plus your top.
Ha! The 9.
Jasper, as you smack Tommy, in a moment of brilliance, you see his eyes flutter open, and you see him smack you across the face lightly, just lightly. Like it's not even
Like-
really a hit; it's more of a
Guys.
touch.
Guys, if you look at my camera.
I hang on a second. Let me turn it on.
Just a very light touch.
It's okay.
Sometimes when we touch.
You think he was trying to hit you? Maybe. You really
Just kind of a.
you just.
Eh.
Yeah,
Caresses
no.
your face.
All right. This is a new game for all three of us. Keep these two as far apart from each other as possible. Oh god, I had to say this.
Got it.
Shit. I didn't catch a word of that. Can you say it again, please?
She said she put it at. She kind of gestured to everybody. New game. Don't let Trixie and Tommy touch each other. And then you just see the moment of realization on her face, and she goes, "Oh my god, I have to explain this to Charles."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well-
here. Don't let Trixie touch Charles either.
I don't think Dixie wants to.
I don't want any part of this.
No, you don't want any part of this. I'm trying to figure out how to pick up the random fucking pieces of this shit.
Yeah, we're trying to put your jigsaw puzzle stuff back.
You back together, him alive, my girlfriend back, and trying to keep everybody calm while doing it.
And all while having to deal with the archfucker.
All while playing Secret Agent, which we kind of already did.
Yeah, but like this time it's stressful and not fun.
Alright.
The traffic disappears, and now you're able to drive without issue.
Wait. Who's driving? I thought, was it Katja or is it James currently driving?
Oh, it's
Would
me.
be.
I can drive. guys
You do
want-
not have a driver's license!
I don't have
We
a
also. It would
I
probably
can't be
Jasper.
driving. I can't be driving. I'm sitting between Tommy and Dixie.
Yeah. Katja, you let Shadow drive the mystery machine before me?
I thought I gave to you.
Oh.
Shadow, are you stealing people's stuff again?
Like, mostly not entirely demonic. You're asking me that question.
I am a conglomeration of my work. There's nightmares. Your point?
Yes, I stole the keys that we don't hear. Sorry, Jasper. You want to switch?
We had to pull over and
We're gonna pull over, get some people out.
Yeah, just keep driving.
Got it. Cool.
I
Or can
look
Jasper go to the house, jump and just jump into Amber?
I look over to Dixie and say, "You want an Oreo?" Take the edge off.
Body is a nightmare. Please do not.
I don't know. It's got cream in it. It might take the edge off.
At the moment you say cream, you just see, not Trixie take it and start munching.
Good.
We're gonna need to go to a Dairy Queen.
Okay. You guys arrive at RMM. And
Dorian has to be an alcoholic at this point. On God.
you arrive at RMM, and though you attempt to help, not Trixie,
I can walk. I can walk.
Alright.
Alright.
Trying to be nice.
I'm gonna help
And-
Tommy up. Okay, help me carry him in.
I got him. Jasper was just going to levitate him.
Alright, that works too. Let's do that. That works better.
yeah, both of you, James and Katja, try to lift Tommy, but then you just see Jasper sigh, and then he floats up.
Alright, that works. I'm gonna go get a lift.
Alright.
All of you walk in RMM with your gaggle of misfits, including,
Unconscious floating body, Tommy.
Katja's floating body.
With real floating body action.
I'm just floating body Tommy.
In-force GA.
Trixie possessed by Dorian.
You
Katya who's holding on by only a cup of coffee and spite. James, who's like mentally not wanting to be here anymore, and then there's Jasper.
Mentally not wanting to be here, but has been giving people gluten-free Oreos.
As you walk downstairs to the office, the Curse Weaver's office, you notice that Trixie is having a hard time walking. It's almost like she's a puppet with a very bad puppeteer.
Alright.
I can handle.
What?
You can't, you forgot how to use your knees.
Katya just.
I could do a moment of humor here.
Yeah?
Alright, the moment that you touch not Dorian, you just see Dorian.
Oh.
Don't touch me, don't touch me, get off me, please get off me.
Okay, how about I do it?
And you just see not Trixie just stop. There are things I am very not interested in.
Oh
No,
no!
you're not gonna get any of those memories off of me. How about I'm gonna take your hand.
Alright. Today on things I didn't know that would happen, Dorian Morgendale has seen me naked.
You see
To be fair, there was that one time that magazine was left in somebody's office.
Alright, not Trixie holds on to James without really hesitating. Just, yep, don't want those memories. And you arrive
Guard for life.
Don't let Trixie touch Charles while Dorian's in this state.
Yeah.
And,
I think that would be a lot more wholesome memories. Except for pegging day.
NSFJ, guys, NSFJ.
Sorry.
Or Jasper. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
You knock on the Curse Weaver's door.
He's not
And-
I
going
gay
to
knock.
be happy. He's not going to be happy.
You knock very gaily. And there is no answer.
I knock harder and gayer.
There's no answer.
I stick my head in through the door. Hey, Elias, you in here?
You stick your head through the door and you see Elias is asleep on his papers. And the moment you stick your head through, he gets up and screams, and he falls out of his chair. And
You okay, buddy? You okay, amigo? Listen, we got people that you're gonna want to see this shit.
Minute, nip, just 10 minutes, nip. And he's on the floor. Come in, it's
I'm
fine.
so sorry.
You guys walk in and you see Elias on the ground.
Oh, Jesus. Katya will help
I
him
help.
up and pick up
Okay,
his
Katya.
papers.
Oh my god.
You pick up Elias, and there are stretchers in his office, by the way. They're far enough away so you don't have to worry about them touching.
You just
More than 5 feet apart.
float Tommy over there.
Yep.
By the way, don't let Tommy and Trixie touch. We'll explain more a little in a bit, but don't let them touch.
Elias looks at you confused, brushes off his sweater and lab coat, and then looks up. What is this about? I didn't think. And then he looks at his phone, which has a bunch of messages from Maria Stephanie. Oh, and then he looks at all of you, which I assume some of you have damage. Still.
Yeah, I still have 3 harm, so like, cause I got flippin' sat on by the mayor.
Oh my heavens! And he like looks at all of you, and here, let me fix you first. Let me fix you first.
Alright.
And he sits you down. He sits you down on another one, and fuck, where am I guys here? Okay, who wants to be healed first? Or who has the most damage is the real question here, I think.
I have 3 damage still.
Okay.
Tommy also has 3 damage, unless he healed in the car.
I don't remember what damage Katja took.
Okay. I'll just say all of you agree. Did Jasper take damage or no?
I think I got one somehow, but
Okay.
you don't have to worry about healing him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he can just vampire off of Tommy.
Jasper got a boo boo.
Jasper got a boo boo. It's very very bad. It's very bad. Okay.
Can I hear Elias say boo boos, huh? We're gonna have to take you to that hospital.
Boo boos, huh? We're gonna take you to the date hospital.
Now,
Well, yeah, General.
Yes, it's very sad. I have to take you. No, I'm joking. Of course, I'll care for you. First though, I don't treat that many ghosts, but I do have some of these. And he takes out a ethereal salve of sorts.
Same.
A salve. And he brushes it against your wound. I'm just gonna, for the sake of this, say that's around your neck. And
Hey, you still got some of those lollipops?
Of course, I can give you plenty, but first I fix. Once fix, you get lollipop.
I love him. I love Elias so much.
Love him.
And
Katja's just kind of sitting in Elias' chair.
all right, and you are fully healed, James.
All right.
All right. And then he goes to Katja. Oh, what should you do? No, you can't keep harming yourself like this. This is not good. This is very not good. Ugh. And he ruffles through his things, and gets another solve, and you're going to get a total of 2 of your hit points back.
I don't remember how many I was missing.
All right, I'm gonna assume 3 because I do believe you took a little bit of damage.
She took quite a bit, but then I think she healed herself.
Okay. Then, yeah, for the sake of this, we'll say you're fully healed, but in the future...
Yeah, I just don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
And to answer Michaela's question, yes, she is sitting in that chair backwards. Yes! She's sitting in Elias' desk chair. Just spinning.
And
Just
don't
leaning
worry,
on the back.
And don't worry, there's only one other thing that needs to be done, and then we'll get Tommy alive. Okay. Let's see. And then after that, he goes to Jasper. Look, wait, you're hurt. And then he points to your hand, which has a little scrape on it.
Overcut.
Well,
Elias is just looking for an excuse.
I have all this leftover salve.
oh yeah, Jasper was kicked in the face by an ogre.
Yeah, kicked in the face by an ogre, casually.
Shrek just fucking yeeted him in the face.
So he points to your face, and he takes out some band-aids. Here, no, let me help.
Oh, they got Hello Kitty band-aids too.
Jasper's used to this.
And he has a little Charmander band-aid he puts on his face.
Oh, my favorite Pokemon.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Elias
Charmander
remembers.
band-aids. Charmand-aids.
Charmandaids.
Elias remembers
And-
that Jasper likes the Charmandaids.
And yeah, all of you, for the purpose of this, all of you are healed.
This band-aid heals me.
Magical
does.
Charmander band-aids.
Just like imagine it, right? It's great. It's
I know.
a monster.
It's awesome.
It's better
Just
than Far Cry.
imagining, like, maybe back in the day, because I think Maeve predates the creation of these band-aids. Just like, okay, we need healing shit. I'm gonna just work on the enchantment, but I found a bunch of these little kid band-aids.
Okay, so, and then he stops and looks at, he does a similar thing with Trixie. Trixie doesn't really talk, and he just fixes that quickly, then stops at Tommy. And he fixes, the medical problems so they're fully healed, because Trixie did get hit pretty hard, if you'll remember.
She got gored by the tree.
Yeah, got gored.
And that caused Katja to go absolutely ballistic.
Mm-hmm. Fuck Stephen fight.
And after this, and taking care of their external wounds, he stops and finally notices that they're not okay. Well, I mean, he noticed that Tommy was unconscious, but actually stops and looks at them and examines them. Okay, that is done. Now, what has happened with them? Where are they?
Well, Tommy didn't exactly listen to Lily's advice about more than 3 shards.
What? God damn it, Tommy! You had one job and that was not to do that one thing we told you not to do.
This is also Tommy we're talking about.
He's very good at not doing that one thing we told him not to do.
Also, the thing about also Trixie, just talk.
I'd prefer not to.
There we go.
Jesus! Maria! Jesus!
Just a quick, like, cry.
There's a quick cross. Wait, Mr. Morningdale?
Yes, regrettably.
Squidward.
You see Elias just kind of squint and then look up. Oh, this is not very good. How did this happen?
Okay, so you know how Tommy did the one thing that we told him not to do because he's a fucker? Well, Trixie reversed that, but at the same time, yeah.
He is examining her, like checking the pulse, getting the vitals, taking a flashlight to the eyes, doctor shit. So after taking short, I've talked with Lily a little bit about what might happen if this occurred, and
Yeah, don't let it happen, Elias. Make sure it just doesn't fucking oh, wait.
flashback. I'm sure they're smart enough to not do that one thing we told
I've
them not to
worked with
do.
Tommy for 3 months now. You've worked with him for longer. Tell me. God, I hope he actually did something. God, I hope he actually listens.
Okay, but back to the present day. Dorian,
Yes.
are you actively trying to have control?
No, I don't. Believe me when I say I don't want control of this body.
God, you just watch the language.
And you see Dorian look down, and he's shaking. And no. And seeing the thing, he actually gets a bucket and puts it in front of not Trixie, and she throws up. Yes, this morphine dysphoria, probably because not that. Don't.
What color is the is the vomit a weird color?
It's
Yeah,
Oreo
it's-
colored.
Yeah, it's Oreo. Yeah, it's Oreo code.
The only thing in her
Ah.
stomach.
There goes the Oreos. She had like 3. They had like 3.
Okay. After some examining, he just kind of stops, paces, snaps his fingers. Oh, I know. And he just rifles through a few things, and he takes out a ring. Okay. So, a direct contact with the shard, which is, he points to his chest, in the chest of any individual. And he turns to you guys. Where the shard
Yeah.
will be is in the heart. Yes?
Yeah, so far.
So what you do is you take a magical object, and he points to a ring on his hand, and you direct hit to chest, and this will cause switch. Yes. So if involuntary or his 4 shots, then you can switch pick.
What do we switch the shards with?
Anything magical. Direct magical energy with chest will change pick.
So, like, if I had like some sort of enchanted Rubik's Cube, I could shove it in there.
Yes, it would work. Anything magical. So,
Wait, don't we have a few magic items?
yeah, you do have a few magic items.
Santa's ring.
Oh, God damn. So, if Mr. Morningdale,
Yes.
if you're ready, I can switch
Oh, or the
pick.
flute.
Or the flute, yeah. I can switch peak whenever you're ready. Dorian looks up at all of you.
You promised to take me to Holloway.
I do.
You did.
And he nods.
You better keep it.
Of course. What the fuck do you think I am? Anyway.
I have yet to break my promises.
I mean, most people say please, but
Kid's got a point, Dixie. Nah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
Mr. Morgendale.
Oh, wait. Is it all? Yes?
Please get me out of this.
All right. And you see this tiny little man take back his hand and punch Trixie directly in the chest with his right. And he kind of pulls back his hand and shakes it. Ah, damn it. Oof, you haven't tweeted before. And then he turns back to not Trixie, and you see her and kind of double over in her chair. And then
welcome back.
God damn it, that's the wrong music. Fuck. Fuck me. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with this music. Sorry about that, guys.
What music is it?
This is the wrong music.
The wrong one.
Yes, the wrong one.
Somebody needs to fix the, you know the speakers in your office, Elias? Somebody needs to fix those.
Yes,
Yeah.
it must be done. Okay. I would pause it. Just turn down EXO for this for right now. Okay.
Mhm.
In
I'll tell
Holloway?
you, yeah, turn down Holloway for right now. Okay. Because I don't want to reset all that up. You see Trixie sitting and actually looking up at you, and you can tell it's Trixie because her eyes are back to the normal state. Oh god. And she just like falls in her chair and just puts a hand to her chest and is very distraught.
Welcome back. Here's an Oreo.
Stop handing out Oreo sweets.
It's like somebody giving you a beer.
I don't even like beer.
Who's the closest to Trixie right now?
Probably Katja?
Probably.
Okay. The moment she sees, the closest person, she just wraps her arms around Katja.
Like,
Thank you, 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 all of you, Jasper. Thanks, Jasper. Thank you.
And she,
What did I do?
You got me out of that. I was looking through my own eyes, and I couldn't move anything, and I could just watch as someone else piloted my body. And
alright.
Back. That's all that matters.
Good to have you back.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, it's really, really fucking weird. It was really fucking weird. But for father's sakes, we'll update you on the most important thing right now. You are not to touch him.
I heard. I
good.
heard.
Good.
God,
I cannot confirm nor deny what happens if you touch him.
I don't want to, but while Dorian was here, I felt some sort of.
and she just looks at Tommy, who's still comatose in the corner.
There's like a lost piece and a longing.
She just shakes her head.
Alright.
Seems like the pieces want to get back together as soon as possible.
She nods.
That's exactly what they wanted to.
And through all of this, you just see Elias slowly slide in. Lollipop? Got the orange. It's a nice orange.
Elias?
Sweet man!
Oh, just tried to
James
give
got
Elias a
lime.
hug too because. Oh.
James just got a lime safety pop.
Oh wait, here. If you can use any magical item, but I have prepared this, and he pulls out a altered syringe gun, which instead of having a syringe, has a little like stone on the end. It's almost like a toy gun. So when he clicks the trigger, there's a little stone that pops out. So
A little sound effect.
Oh,
just pew. And
that's adorable.
It's
you want to
recording
switch
of
back?
Elias saying pew.
Pew. So if you want to change back, you put to chest and click. You pew, and then it'll go back.
You pew, and then you go back.
Did you say poo or pew?
Pew.
No sound effect. You pew.
You poo. You take a dump.
And
Take a shit and you hear back.
and I
We're
should
gonna need to bring in some Costco hot dogs.
and I should God damn it. I should say this. When full shot is taken, Dorian will switch unintentionally.
Oh no.
So you need to decide who is the next shot, who will need the next shot. And you will need to use that to switch until the shots are combined.
Damn it, Alexios.
Otherwise,
Don't man that motherfucker.
Tommy is a bit off, but after an hour or so, I should be able to get back. I can call you moment he is alright. I suggest maybe get a little sleep. You probably won't have break later.
Yeah.
No,
Actually, a few questions I want to ask you.
Of course.
What time of the day is it?
It's night. It's early in the night, probably like 9 right now.
Usually, how long? Said Maria Stephanie was sending you texts. How long ago were they?
It's probably about we've been here for 20 minutes. Probably they're taking you, but an hour
2
ago,
hours
it seems.
ago.
Probably about an hour ago.
And you said you went down for a 10-minute nap.
Yeah.
Did you lose track of time?
30
Or
minutes?
get your memory stolen?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Oh, no. Oh, there are some signs you can see if someone's memory has been affected. It's more of a specific thing. I can show you sometime, but there's no symptoms at this point. You can check if you'd like, but I think
might
they should
be
be
a
alright.
good idea to know the symptoms for the future if you could let us know what they are.
Sure, I'll a Word document for you.
Thanks.
In the
In
meantime,
reality, we're gonna get a Google Doc.
Please.
Yeah.
Here, just hold the stone for a second.
Alright. He
Hold the
holds
rock.
it down.
He remembers where he parked his car 3 years
Oh,
ago.
that's where
in
my
the
car
parking
is.
lot. I've been walking here ever since.
Oh, is this a memory stone? He kind of blanks for a second.
We're technically not supposed to hit it.
Yeah, you didn't see that.
Didn't see anything.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
shut yourself and hear the weird ass arch twink come out of this one. And then
Did
point
you say that this office is somewhat safe from scrying magic due to patient confidentiality?
Apparently, I think he kind of shakes his head a little bit and goes
Magic.
back to the rock.
magic understands HIPAA.
Magic understands HIPAA.
Okay. What was the question?
Is the life
that-
is office safe from scrying magic?
Due to patient confidentiality.
No. The Archmage came in, and most of the rooms are a bit bugged, I think.
Did you unbug the room?
I could. It's not really regulations, but I could. Is there anything that he shouldn't hear?
Points at the rock.
Oh, this. Yes. Are you sure this is very bad magic? I can turn it off, probably, but it's not. I might get in trouble for it.
We're already all in trouble.
Yeah, we're you. That's a lot you need to be filled with on the ways.
It sounds like it. So, are you trying to convince Elias to take off the bug?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Who's doing that?
I thought it was both me and Concha.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of became a deal.
Okay.
We could.
I could have you both roll and then round it, or I could have. I could have both of you roll one dice and then combine it, whichever you think.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, okay. To answer Michaela's thing, he was gonna like he heard everything. So if the Archmagi heard everything in that bugged room, he heard Dorian's voice. He heard Dorian's voice, and he heard something about a Mind Stone.
Yeah.
Remember. So we should probably debug the room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna whisper to Elias. Listen, if we don't, there are a lot worse things that could happen. A lot. And I look at him in the eyes with this absolutely terrified look on my face.
Okay. All right. Roll me, James. Roll me a manipulate someone.
Okay, that's what I'm good at. That is a total of 7.
7. Okay. Let's see.
Can Kacha roll to help?
Yeah.
There.
That'll help.
Yes, please.
Uh,
Because it's equally conscious roll too.
Yeah, it's equally cautious roll. Roll in, depending on what you get, I might make it a complete success depending if you roll well.
I rolled an 11, so.
Okay, I'll make it a complete success then because both you and Katja are working together. All right. All right. If you say so. I'm not really sure how the magic works in the surveillance. I just know that they have them here and I can dispel it. So,
If anything happens, send them my way.
Yeah.
all right. If you say so. And you see, and then Tommy. Oh, there's one more thing that needs to happen. Then Tommy will come back. So don't worry. Okay. You see, Elias fiddle with some components he has in his corner, in a corner of his room, and you see him combine a few things together, and then he places a test tube in the air and flicks it, and then you hear a chung, a chime around the room.
Chung chung.
You hear a chime around the room, and then all of you feel what's like almost depressurizing as like you're falling several feet. And you don't really know, but you think whatever magic was here was just dispelled.
Well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll let you know when Tommy's alright. It shouldn't take too long. I just
Okay.
prefer space. Yes?
Of course.
Thank you. Please enjoy lollipop. I make them myself.
Oh,
Sweet boy! Sweet,
he
sweet
makes his
baby.
own safety pops.
Okay. Do you guys exit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Trixie coming with us?
I think. Well, I don't know. I probably shouldn't risk being near Tommy, right?
Yeah, but.
I'll just come with you. I don't really want to be alone right now, so.
That's okay.
Okay.
I pull out a small packet of Oreos.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And all of you exit, and I'd like you to unmute Holloway.
Okay. I didn't mute him to begin with.
Neither did I.
I just turned down the music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, as the four of you exit, you'll be greeted by the ugly face of two individuals that you really don't want to see.
Fuck.
Walking down the hall, that is the clunk, clunk, clunk of the Archmagi, followed by Barkus. And the Archmagi seems a little bit more annoyed than usual. And he walks up right to you, to all four of you, and asks, "What is your progress with Dorian? I have not been getting any reports from any of you."
Well, we're getting further along.
What happened with the man?
I didn't understand a word he
Yeah,
just
sorry.
said.
What? I think he said what happened with the bear.
Yeah, what happened with the mayor?
Okay.
Why'd you take this one?
We found out that the mirror was containing one of Dorian's shards. We have since promptly removed and destroyed said shard.
You've just.
We're supposed to, right?
You're supposed to. Someone's supposed to hold it, but that's fine.
Oh.
I can say that you said that instead.
Yeah, because I don't remember.
Yeah.
Who is holding the shot?
Hmm.
Shit. Who's the answer? Which person is supposed to?
Probably
Tommy?
have to say Trixie.
Yeah.
I am, sir. I'm holding the shard.
I mean, we're not lying.
We're not lying.
And you see the Archmagi walk up to Trixie. And have there been any effects? She kind of looks at you guys.
She was,
None yet.
she was unconscious for a bit on taking the shard, but her doctor snapped her out of it.
It seems to be a common trend. Unfortunately, it does not delay anything.
The Archmagi just kind of pauses and stares at Trixie.
He doesn't know better either, because nobody knows better.
Well, yeah, no one knows better. Have you discovered anything new about Mr. Morning Day?
Technically, no. I mean, out of character. Technically, no. So we
Well,
could
the
just.
only things that we did find out is we found out how long he was working for Tice. But
5 years. I wrote it down.
5 years.
And we know that
Holloway,
the
Archmagi did something with Holloway. But that doesn't really have anything to do with Dorian, personally.
we could
Really,
say,
the only
we could say sadly nothing of note.
nothing that wasn't already known.
Yeah, nothing that wasn't currently known, sir.
God damn it. I can't do this voice because it doesn't pick it up. Fuck, how do we do this? Alright.
Using your new mic or your old mic?
My new mic, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta practice. You gotta practically make out with the thing.
I need to make out with the mic. Okay.
Now I need you to say that in the Archmagister's voice.
I need to make out with the mic.
About to perform kissing action on the microphone.
Sorry, anyway. You haven't found anything out. Not where he's been. Has he been to the Feywild in recent time?
Unfortunately, the shards, when kept separate, do not give us that form of information, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Lily reports there could be adverse effects, including temporary possession. That has not occurred.
Thankfully not.
Thankfully, not as of yet.
Okay.
Today I lied to our boss.
I'm not gonna have you roll for this, but I will have Varkas do something. And Varkas sounds a lot like the Archmagi, but you
Sounds
see
more
Varkas. You see Varkas stare at all of you, and then look at the Archmagi anger. Archmagi, they are lying. They know something of what's going on. And we must take disciplinary action. This is ridiculous. They've lied again and again and again.
Okay, the only. I was gonna say, okay, the only thing we know, or that I know, but I didn't think it was very important, is that the shards are going towards people that Dorian personally hated.
Oh,
The mayor, and gosh, what was her name?
Lavernus.
You didn't inform me of this before.
I mean, I don't have a list of his enemies, so we don't know who next shard could be.
Jasper going on sassing the man. Well, excuse me, bitch.
Excuse me, princess.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't think it was that important.
The Archmagi stops and considers this. I expect a report on everything that's been going on, no matter how small, with Mr. Morningdale by tomorrow. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
He nods, and then
Kajin clearly doesn't say anything. That was kind of funny.
the Archmagi almost starts walking away, but then Varkas looks to him and looks to the four of you. Archmagi, we cannot continue to allow this. You know that they are honest, and you know they continue to lie to you. We need to take disciplinary action. And then the Archmagi responds, "No, they are you." Ah, fuck! I went into Yakuma.
You went Yakuma, and I got scared.
No.
This is hard because now the next part's going to be a conversation between two of them, but they're very similar.
You've got this, Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they are useful and must first eliminate Dorian Morningdale. And he shoots a warning glance at Varkas and you, because you get the feeling that this isn't a conversation that he should be having in front of you guys.
James just goes.
But Varkas continues.
While intently listening in secret.
Well, you're standing right in front of him, I assume.
Yeah. I'm just looking away.
And what makes you think they'll listen to anything you say? They obviously despise you.
And the Archmagi responds, "We will react accordingly if they make the wrong choice." But Varkas is losing his temper.
Then it's far too late. You're refusing to think ahead.
Do not speak to me with that tone of voice, snake.
That was a little rude. I don't say that out loud, but Jasper could probably pick it up.
And
That was a little racist.
Oh my god!
And you see,
We don't like Varkas, but we do not tolerate racism in the workplace.
and
Oh my
Varkas,
god!
you guys are witnessing Varkas getting at the end of his fucking line, and he says,
I'll speak to you, however I please if you continue to ignore Orin's laws and basic common sense.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm not expecting you to root for Varkas, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
"Okay." And I actually need to switch the music again. Give me a sec.
You know he wants to literally discipline us.
I
Punish
know,
us?
but here's the
And
thing.
we're rooting for him.
Okay.
But
We are
he's-
very
but
good
he's the first-
negotiators.
But he's
Yeah.
the first person who's actively standing up to the Archmagi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got stones.
Besides, for the Archmat.
Oh.
Yakumo. Besides Yakumo.
Yeah.
I
We
was
saw
gonna
how
say,
well it ended for Yakumo.
Parker's got fucking cojones, dude.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Here's what happens. You dare question me?
I question why you want Dorian Morningdale dead when we could learn plenty about Ice by interrogating him.
It doesn't matter what information he has. It's too dangerous to allow to exist.
Information dangerous to you, perhaps.
Oh
And-
shit.
You see the Archmagi pause.
You dare. Oh yes, I dare. I dare say something after you did nothing upon receiving the information that Mr. Calzone was in the abyss. Likely with the help of these so-called enforcers. I dare, after you failed to turn in evidence you found directly on Dorian Morningdale. I dare, after you've ignored every regulation we've had on surveillance to make sure Gravelis wasn't up to anything. And I dare, after you've ignored every rule we have in place to protect the world you supposedly want to help.
God damn!
Holy
And-
shit.
We
He
might
knows
be able
about
to actually persuade Varkas to our side if we play our cards right after
Yep.
this.
And here's what happens. You see the Archmagi is furious. And not only because he's having this
Or
conversation
he
in front
might
of
be
you,
dead.
not only because he's having this conversation in front of you, but because someone has been against him. But he makes one attempt to remain calm. None of that matters, Vargas. What matters is control. That RMM controls this blighted world that exit from oblivion.
What is the point of control if we are as wild, as unpredictable as in our power is this world we claim to protect them from? What is the point of any of this if
And I need to do a little switch here.
The weird thing is, I never expected this man to have a point.
Yeah.
But
I am rooting for Varkas right now.
Jasper opened up a bag of Chex Mix and started eating that with the mom.
You
I'm
hear
eating a thing of Oreos.
and then finally you hear the Archmagi snap. Silence! You hear the ground shake under your feet as the
I'm floating.
Archmagi has reached his final straw with this. And for the first time during all of this, you see Varkas visibly scared and kind of realize what he's done. And you see, you will know your place, worm.
Rude.
And even though Varkas is very scared of this man, you see him step forward and say, and where is that, oh great and powerful?
I asked.
Jasper's going to use the side and stare at the Archmagi. See if there's
Do
any
it.
change.
Okay. The moment his eyes turn green, you see a green rope. You see a connection appear from the ground and grasp right to his chest. You don't know where the end is. It goes through the floor, but
Oh.
it seems like something is powering him.
Oh.
It is powering him
He's a marionette.
I think it's the Geyer.
and is powering him when
I
he
think
says
it was the
following.
Maltouton statue downstairs.
Back in the mud, back in the dirt, squirming and struggling like the invertebrate you are. Back when you were but a hatchling in the dark with less sense and less morals. Back in that egg that should have been your crushed you, not for my hand.
You see him step closer to Varkas, who is standing as firm as any man can with this new demonic creature in front of him. Not literally demonic, but figuratively.
I was to say, Katja had stepped forward and pushed everybody behind her.
But everyone behind her?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
very clearly, if something goes down, Katja's going to be the first person to take it.
James is prepped
She's-
to cover Katja.
She's in mom mode.
She got mom
Yeah.
mode.
Mom
James is
activated.
prepped to cover Katja.
Okay.
And gives her a look of like, I'll cover you.
I know you. I know your customs, and I know if I strike you down, you'll be cursed to reincarnate as a seedling coward within its infancy, without the blessing of time.
Oh yeah, Naga's reincarnate. I forgot about that.
Again and again.
You see him push forward even closer to Varkas.
But this time, I will not free you of your prison. I will not grant you the curse of life. I will cast a curse far worse for a being as pitiful and helpless as yourself. You will remain in that cold, dark ape until the earth is nothing but dust.
Shit!
And there's a beat of silence as Varkas maintains eye contact this entire time.
Holy fuck. The galls on the snake.
This
And,
thing got
Go
fucking
snake
cojones.
man.
This thing got fucking cojones. Jesus Christ.
and
Cojones.
you hear the Archmagi say,
Do I make myself clear?
you see Varkas hesitate before saying, Crystal. Then you watch as the Archmagi draws away from Varkas, turning on his heel.
Hold on. Before he walks away,
Mhm.
can Katja feel a demonic presence on him?
I'll say this in sequence.
Oh, I wanted to do something after as well before Varkas went away from the room.
Varkas is still here. He's in the hallway. You're all in the hallway right now.
I was gonna put like a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah. I'll let you do that, but let me describe the scene, and I'll do that with your actions in mind.
Mhm.
Jasper,
Mhm.
the moment that his voice goes back to normal, you see that cord fall away. And right before that cord falls away, Katja, you feel a hint, just a hint of demonic energy as the light in his eyes flicker. And he walks away. And you are left alone with Varkas, and James, you said you walk forward?
Yeah, I sort of put a hand on his shoulder and say, I look to the others, saying, we need to talk, like, mentally kind of look to the others and say, we need to talk to this man.
Holy shit.
And I kind of his shoulder gently as sort of like, hey.
You feel him shaking with fury,
Hey.
and he takes a step forward to get away from your hand. His back is to you, but all of you just notice how angry he is. And
God damn it.
Yep, I'm
After-
gonna do. Can I do something as he's walking away?
Of
he's not
course.
walking away.
Of course. I
The
get a
archmagic?
text from my brother that I need to go eat dinner.
Okay.
Oh, no.
God damn it. Alright. I'll be back.
Alright.
Okay.
Can I, if he's gonna be stepping away, can I at least... It's a shame we don't have something that makes our notes unreadable. That'd be an interesting magic item to have.
Oh, okay. He's not walking away, he's just walking away from your hand, is the thing. Did Jesper, you want to do something? Sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna send a mind message to Varkas.
Uh-huh.
If you want to know what we're hiding, come talk to us.
In the abyssal elevator.
Yeah, the abyssal elevator.
He stops, and then he turns, and he looks at all of you and says,
You hate him as much as I do.
More than you, actually.
Yes, even more.
and he meets all of your eyes, and then
Meet me in the Bellbrush Hotel, 4th floor, room 37. Whenever
Right,
that
okay.
one, wake,
Oh wait, Bellbrush Hotel?
4th floor, room 37.
Hotel. What time?
Whenever that one wakes up, call me. We have things to discuss.
Got it. Room 37?
Yes, sir.
Hey, isn't this the same hotel I took a room from?
and yes, it is.
I still have the
He-
key.
He begins to walk away, but then he stops.
You know, I am in charge of surveillance, and I know you turned one of them off.
And then he lifts up a hand, and he snaps.
For now, there are no uncertain years in this area. Talk freely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, he walks away. Okay.
You know?
So we'll put a pause on this. So